All right, here's the real Kamala. Qualified? Not hardly.
When we talk about the children of the community, they are children of the community. The significance of the passage of time, right? The significance of the passage of time. So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time.
Okay, the passage of time. Yeah, 10 seconds of my life I'll never get back. But here's Kamala on settled issues. Not flip-flopping, but sticking to her guns. Yeah, right.
Certain issues are just settled.
Clearly we're not.
No, that's right. And that's why I do believe that we are living, sadly, in real unsettled times.
You're doing a great job, Kamala. You're really qualified. Yeah, sure. But here's Kamala on the border with Lester Holt, accomplishing nothing.
We are going to the border. We've been to the border. So this whole thing about the border, we've been to the border. We've been to the border.
You haven't been to the border.
And I haven't been to Europe.
Hey, gotta laugh at that one. She hadn't been to Europe, hadn't been to the border, hadn't done jack. She's our border czar, though, and we've only got, what, 10, 15, maybe 20 million people cruise right on in.
Ukraine is a country in Europe. It exists next to another country called Russia. Russia is a bigger country. Russia is a powerful country. Russia decided to invade a smaller country called Ukraine. So basically, that's wrong.
Yeah, that's wrong on so many levels. Imagine her negotiating with Putin, 3 o'clock in the morning on the red phone.
My destiny. Let them come up.
This is not necessary, Mr. President. We have a diplomatic solution.
Mr. Vice President, Mr. Secretary, the missiles are flying. Hallelujah.
All right, there's a possible destiny. She is a puppet, and the puppet masters want her to push that button. She ain't like Trump. She won't stand up and stop it.
You guys are going to see. You're going to literally see the craters on the moon with your own eyes. Oh, my goodness. With your own eyes, I'm telling you.
Good afternoon. I want to welcome these leaders for coming in to have this very important discussion about some of the most pressing issues of our time. I am Kamala Harris. My pronouns are she and her. I am a woman sitting at the table wearing a blue suit. And
It was nice of you to share your pronouns with us and show us how woke you are. Why don't you go ahead and show us how really woke you are?
You know, we have to stay woke. Like, everybody needs to be woke. And you can talk about if you're the wokest or woker, but just stay more woke than less woke. Yeah.
All right, that was a little uncomfortable and cringeworthy, especially for that blonde right there.
Our basic freedoms are being tested, Madam BP. I know you've been traveling across the country. What are you hearing?
Yeah, girl, I'm out here in these streets. And let me tell you, you're right, Taraji. There is so much at stake in this moment. The majority of us believe in freedom.
Okay, I have no idea what that was. Maybe Hollywood's calling her. All right, here's Kamala explaining cloud storage with the brains of a gnat.
So you're now no longer are you necessarily keeping those private files in some file cabinet that's locked in the basement of the house.
Okay, is it just me or is Kamala doing the robot here?
It's on your laptop and it's then therefore up here in this cloud that exists above us, right? It's no longer in a physical place.
All right, so this is what you call qualified? A lady who thinks cloud storage is in the air somewhere. Actually, Kamala, they're on a server, have server farms where they take the seed of the server, a little microchip planted in the dirt, and grows into a big tree. And then you can go to the border and open it wide. That's right, you already got it wide open. But anyway, the workers come across and pick the servers off the tree. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, my fear is that the whole island will become so overly populated that it will tip over and capsize.
We don't anticipate that.
Okay, capsize. Gotta love it. That last one was Rep. Hank Johnson, Democrat, Georgia. And that was Admiral Willard who said, nicely enough, we don't anticipate that. Okay. Several members who were present with Admiral Willard were seen in area hospitals with severely sore ribs from laughing. Okay, that's the big brains of the Democrat Party. And one of them's running for president. Here's Kamala answering what she's going to do on inflation.
What else are you going to do to fix this problem with inflation?
All right, thank you. Well, let's start with this. Prices have gone up, and families and individuals are dealing with the realities of that bread costs more, that gas costs more. And we have to understand what that means. That's about the cost of living going up. That's about having to stress and stretch limited resources. That's about a source of stress for families that is not only economic, but is on a daily level, something that is a heavy weight to carry. So it is something that we take very seriously. Very seriously.
We got to take this stuff seriously as you are, because you have been forced to have to take it seriously.
But here's Tulsi Gabbard with one more thing to say about her record.
Senator Harris says she's proud of her record as a prosecutor and that she'll be a prosecutor president, but I'm deeply concerned about this record. There are too many examples to cite, but she put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and then laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana. She blocked evidence. She blocked evidence that would have freed an innocent man from death row until the courts forced her to do so. She kept people in prison beyond their sentences to use them as cheap labor for the state of California. And she fought to keep cash bail system in place that impacts poor people in the worst kind of way.